Here we have attempted Shri theme. So here we have depicted the items in which Mahalakshmi is present. This is the Purna Kumbham, Swastik, Lotus, Shankha, Chakra and Gada. Shri resides in a lot of things. So here we have depicted all the objects in which Shri is residing. Shri resides in the plantain tree, Vazhamaram. She is present on the face of the elephant as Gajalakshmi, on the hind side of cow as Lakshmi. In young girls, married women who keep tilakam on their front forehead. She is present in all types of grains as Dhanya Lakshmi. She is present in Nellikai, Amla, gooseberry. She is present in the swastik symbol, mirror, auspicious items like the turmeric, kunkuma, tiruman, chandanam and Shri Churnam. She is present in Valak, Deepa as Deepa Lakshmi. She is present in Homam, which the sacred Homa performed by sages, rishis and priests. She likes to enter houses where Mahavilai Thoranam is put, mango leaves Thoran is put, where people light lamps and put kolam in the front yard of the house. She is also present in Purna Kumbham, Tambulam, and people who share and eat. Since Shri is present in the plantain leaf, it is auspicious to serve food in plantain leaf, as it is considered equivalent to have served food on a golden plate. Apart from these, Shri is present in fresh fragrant flowers. She is present in the palm of our hand. She is present in the Vilva Patra as Shri Vilva Rupini. She likes to enter the houses where women are worshipped as God. This is very important for us in an age where a lot of crime happens against women. She likes to be with human beings who are humble and kind-natured. She is present in Gomiyam, that is the urine of cow. It is considered to have a lot of medicinal properties. She is present in white and clean clothes. These are some of the things in which Shri is present. We all believe that by worshipping Goddess Mahalakshmi, she would grant us wealth. Just by having materialistic wealth, we wouldn't be able to sustain a happy living. Apart from wealth, we all most importantly need good health, knowledge, wisdom and virtues. Since Shri is the sustaining power of Lord Vishnu, who is the preserver, by praying to Goddess Mahalakshmi, we also get all the other things like health, knowledge, wisdom and virtues. The 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air and space, are also forms of Shri, as they sustain and preserve the living beings by providing air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat and sunshine to survive. That is why we have to be very careful and protect our environment without polluting it, as Goddess Mahalakshmi resides in all the 5 elements called the Panchabhutas. There has been a lot of avatars which Shri has taken. Since she is the consort of Lord Mahavishnu, who is the preserver, she has simultaneously taken avatars as and when Mahavishnu has been taking avatars. So far, Lord Mahavishnu has taken 14 avatars. Each avataram, when it happens, it is called as Manvantaram or era. In Swayambhuva Manvantaram, she was born as Brihu Maharishi's daughter Bhargashi. In Swaroshisha Manvantaram, she took the avataram in Agni. In Autama Manvantaram, she took avataram in water. Tamasa Manvantaram she appeared from Bhumi. In Raivata Manvantaram she took avataram in Vilvaka Vriksha as Vilva Rupini. In Shashusa Manvantaram she was seen to as a full-bloomed lotus. In Vaivasta Manvantaram she appeared on the Milky Ocean when it was churned. At present it is Vaivasta Manvantaram which is going on, and Shri is the presiding goddess there. Here we see the various Divya Swarupams of Shri. When she grants boons, she is called as Varalakshmi. When she grants wealth, she is called as Dhanalakshmi. Knowledge, Vidya Lakshmi. Courage, Virya Lakshmi or Dhairya Lakshmi. Victory, Vijaya Lakshmi. Fame, Kirti Lakshmi. Calmness, Santa Lakshmi. Compassion, Karunya Lakshmi. Health, Arogya Lakshmi. Progeny, Santana Lakshmi. Agriculture, Dhanya Lakshmi. Property and ornaments, Aishwarya Lakshmi. When she grants all of the above, she is worshipped as Saubhagya Lakshmi. The famous pujas or the popular pujas for Shri are the Gomata Puja, Tulasi Puja, Thiruvilakku Puja or Deepa Puja, and Varamahalakshmi Vrata Puja. The popular shlokas to be recited for Shri are Kanakadhara Stotram, Lakshmi Ashtakam and Shri Stuti. There are 4 people who are prominent and who have got blessings by Shri directly. They are Adi Shankaracharya, Shri Vedanta Desigar, Shri Vidyaranyar and Bojaraja. These are the temples in which Shri is residing. In Kanchi Kamakshi temple, Shri is residing as Arupa Lakshmi. That is, she doesn't have any physical form. She is in Arupa. In Amritavalli Tayar Sanniti, Shri is present as honeycomb in Tirukanna Mangai temple. She is present as Andal in Srivalli Puttur, as Ashtalakshmi in Besanagar, Chennai, Golden Temple in Vellore, in Mahalakshmi Temple, Mumbai, in Kolhapur Temple in Kolhapur Mahalakshmi in Kolhapur. Here she is Pratyaksham, she is available in the Pratyaksham form. Once when Mahavishnu got married to Bhuma Devi, she got angry and she came physically and she lived in Kolhapur. She is present in Birla Mandir, New Delhi, and in the form of Saligrama in Badrinath. Here we can see Lakshmi Kataksham, the people who have got blessings from Shri. Here we have displayed the Ashtalakshmis. The 4 people who got blessings from Shri. This is the Kanakadhara Stotram scene where Adi Shankaracharya, before he took sannyasa, when he was a brahmachari, on a Dwadashi day, he visited a lady's house seeking alms. He went and said, Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi. This lady, who was kind-natured and very humble, she didn't want to turn off this person, but she didn't have anything to offer this brahmachari. She was quite disappointed and she searched the entire house. All that she could find was a dry amla, gooseberry. She very prayerfully and humbly she brought it and offered to this brahmachari and told him with full devotion that this is all that she had and requested him to accept the offering. The brahmachari was very happy with her sincerity and devotion, and he was very sad that she was in a very poor situation. So immediately he composed the Kanakadhara Stotram and sang it for goddess Mahalakshmi, invoking her blessings to shower wealth on this family, who were otherwise rich with all the wisdom and virtues that are ideal for a human being. Goddess Mahalakshmi was immensely pleased with the sincerity and devotion of both these persons, and she immediately appeared and showered golden amla, Kanakadara, on this family. So it is believed that by chanting Kanakadara Stotram, we all can be blessed by Goddess Mahalakshmi. Here we see the famous ancient Sri Vaishnava saint Sri Vedanta Desikar. He was living in Kanchipuram. At a very young age, he was blessed with wisdom, jnana and bhakti. So, a lot of people were jealous about his bhakti and jnana, and they were just waiting for an opportunity to pull him down. At the same time, there was a villager in the village who wanted to marry his daughter. So he was making arrangements for his daughter's wedding, and he was in need of funds. So when he went and approached a lot of villagers, they just simply told him, you please go to Vedanta Desikar. He is supposedly a very blessed man, and he will be able to help you with funds. Knowing pretty well that he was not a rich man. But this villager took their words very truly and went all the way to Kanchipuram and sought his blessings. When he went and met Vedanta Desikar and explained to him the purpose of his visit, Vedanta Desikar knew that at once he won't be able to help him, but with all devotion and sincerity, spontaneously he composed Sri Stuti, invoking Goddess Mahalakshmi's blessings on this person. Once again, Goddess Mahalakshmi was very pleased with his bhakti and devotion, and also understood the situation and purpose of the villager's visit, and she made herself, she appeared there and showered golden coins on this person. Vedanta Desikar received all the wealth and passed it on to the villager, who then went to the village and conducted the wedding in a very grand manner. All the villagers who spoke ill about Vedanta Desikar are now understood his mahimai. The third person who got Shri's blessing is Vidyaranyar. Vidyaranyar was another young person who was very wise and who had a lot of bhakti for Mahalakshmi. Every day he performed Mahalakshmi Puja with earnestness and devotion. So when Goddess Mahalakshmi appeared in front of him and asked him to seek any boon, he asked for wealth. But Mahalakshmi told him that he doesn't have any blessing for wealth in this Janma, so he has to wait for the next rebirth. Since Vidyaranyar was a very wise person, he decided to take sannyas, as it is believed that once a human being takes sannyas, his next Janma would start. So after taking sannyas, he once again invoked Goddess Mahalakshmi's blessings, and when she appeared in front of him, he told him, he requested him to shower him with wealth. Since he has taken sannyas, his next birth has begun. Goddess Mahalakshmi now blessed him with lot of wealth. But since he is a sannyas, he didn't have any need for wealth. But what he decided to do is, he distributed the wealth to a lot of people who were in need of money. And at the same time, there was a situation that Hinduism was on the decline, as a lot of foreign invasions were happening. So Vidyaranyar wanted to revive Hinduism. So what he did is, he caught hold of two people, Hakkar and Bukkar, and he funded them with lot of money so that they can revive Hinduism. And these are the two people who were instrumental in laying the foundation of the later popularly known as the Vijayanagara Samrajya, which was ruled by King Krishnadeva Raya. Now we move on to see the pujas which are performed for Shri. Here we see the Tulasi Puja performed by a Sumangali lady with her daughter, the Tulasi tree on the madam, Deepa and Thambula. Here we see the Gomata Puja, which is performed religiously on the days of Griha Pravesham and on all days in temples. Here we see the priest Shastrigal performing the puja. There's a lady and there's a boy and cow with its calf, Tambula and Deepa are also seen. Here we see the Vara Mahalakshmi Vrata Puja. A young girl is praying to goddess Vara Mahalakshmi, seeking her blessings. Here we see the Deepa Lakshmi Puja, where a lamp is decorated as Deepa Lakshmi and a small young girl is praying to goddess Deepa Lakshmi. Here we see the Aishwarya Kolam. This is one of the famous kolams which we put for goddess Mahalakshmi. The other kolam which is famous for her is Hridaya Kamalam. This is the Hridaya Kamalam kolam. This is our traditional Galu. Here we find the Kalasham, Pandurangan and Rukibai, Krishna, Tulasi Madam, Idugunji Ganesha, Sharadamba, Dashavataram, Guhan taking Rama Sita across the Sarayu river. This is the Kailash scene, Vedavyasa Mahabharata written by Ganesha while Vedavyasa is dictating. Swami Malai scene, Kuchelopakyam scene, Dakshinamurti, Ganesha and Subramanya, the Marapachi dolls, Mummurti, Mahans, Swami Vivekananda, Pandit Nehruji, Mahatma Gandhiji, Rabindranath Tagore and Chhatrapati Shivaji ji, Shirdi Sai Baba. And here we see the Kanchi Kamakshi Amman. Thank you.